It's a big problem. Police and prosecutors are trying to keep quiet. A detective mishandled evidence, the mistakes impacting at least 37 murder cases in court and 61 police homicide investigations. ABC15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskobing broke this story, and for months, he's been the only one able to get information and report on the scandal. And now Dave's back, and this time he's got internal documents and recordings.
These new records and recordings show Phoenix PD lost control of a detective who repeatedly lost control of evidence in her cases. And what may be more concerning is how long officials kept it all to themselves.
I'm going to say this.
This is archived court video from a recent hearing in a first-degree murder case.
But I am so frustrated in this case.
The judge is frustrated because for almost 2 years, people inside Phoenix PD knew their poster child detective, Jennifer DiPonzio, had failed to impound and document evidence and interviews in a lot of cases. And that info is only now being disclosed.
Best case scenario, there is what I would characterize as a cover-up by the Phoenix Police Department of Detective DiPonzio's misconduct.
A quote, cover-up. That's a serious accusation, and it's based on these records and a recent defense interview with Detective DiPonzio's supervisor.
Yeah, I'm Jerry Barker. I'm the supervisor here in the homicide unit on the 33 squad with Phoenix PD.
Can you tell me when you started supervising her?
So her first day on my squad was October 5th of 2020.
Here's the timeline. October 2020, her first day. Then June 2021, 8 months later. DiPonzio went on leave and left a mess. A lot of evidence not properly documented and impounded, especially interviews.
So she failed to do that. And
so she didn't upload how many recordings?
The recordings I gave to you on there, whatever it says, 55 of them or something like that, it's somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, you're right. 55 audio recordings, and she didn't write supplements associated with those recordings.
That's correct.
Barker put together this spreadsheet of the recorded interviews. For some, detectives never figured out which cases they belonged to.
I did my fact finding on what I'm supposed to do as an employee, as a supervisor. I discovered what occurred. I turned it over to my supervisors. It went to PSB. And what happened from there, I have no idea.
PSB is the Professional Standards Bureau, basically internal investigations.
PSB never talked to you about this?
PSB never did a formal interview with me, no.
Now back to the timeline. June and July 2021, DiPonzio went on leave and her supervisor discovered problems. So when did the court first learn about those problems? November 2022. And in March this year, just 24 pages of records, including that spreadsheet, were released to attorneys in dozens of impacted murder cases.
A major and important report.
We broke that story, and prosecutors told the court there was nothing more. But Sergeant Barker's interview proves that wasn't true. Listen to what happens when a defense attorney asks why DiPonzio transferred from one homicide unit to another.
I don't have any idea.
So you're not aware of any misconduct? What's allegations? I'm not saying confirmed, or any misconduct, allegations of misconduct predating that transfer request to your squad?
There was nothing that I could discuss that I was involved in or anything that I can shed light on with her, because I was not directly involved in anything like that.
Okay.
It turns out there have been many issues and concerns. Records show DiPonzio's had at least 17 referrals for internal investigation, and she was disciplined multiple times. Here's some examples. She once removed homicide evidence and left it unsecured. In her previous squad, she failed to finish reports and ignored calls from a victim's family. And before murder cases, DiPonzio worked in child sex crimes and failed to properly manage her caseload.
I'm directly asking you, what did you hear about before she transferred to your squad?
The only thing that I heard, and again, this is a rumor, is that she didn't impound. There was some kind of impounding issue that she had, and that's what I heard.
And that takes us back to court.
This case is exceptionally frustrating.
Police and prosecutors are not allowed to hide exculpatory evidence, and that often includes officer misconduct files. That's from the 1963 ruling Brady v. Maryland, and hiding that kind of info can ruin murder cases. In some, judges have dismissed them completely.
There is potentially a Brady violation here. The state has an affirmative duty to disclose.
Now, two final things. One, Detective DiPonzio is married to Assistant Chief Nick DiPonzio, and she recently retired under a disability claim. And two, Sources tell us officials are trying to block defense attorneys from conducting more interviews like the one you just heard. I'm investigator Dave Biscobing, ABC15, Arizona.
Dave, thanks. In response to this story, the Phoenix Police Department released the following statement. The city does not have sufficient information to respond to allegations made by defense counsel. The city does and will continue to comply with final court orders.